So hello guys and welcome back to the channel, and I am your host Perky Percival back again. So first of all, very sorry for taking so much time in between. I got into some business that needed to taken care of, so apologies for that. But we are back again, and today we are back with from the newest clan collection Demonic Lord Dudley Emperor deck profile. So I will be covering the reveals of the new clan collection as well. I was trying but I was unable to do that, but from now on I will try to be at the best, and stay tuned to the channel because I'm going to show you other deck lists from the clan collection and from the new reverse units. So without further wasting any time, let's get into the deck list. So we are running 10 grade 3s, and the first grade 3s are obvious. 4 copies of Demonic Lord Dudley Emperor. So its skill Auto. When this unit attacks from Vanguard Circle or is rode upon, cost +1, search your deck for up to 1 grade 2 or greater card with Dudley in its card name. Call it to an open rearguard circle and shuffle your deck. Choose one of your Vanguards and it gets power plus 10,000 until end of that turn. And its second skill, Auto on Vanguard or rearguard circle. When your rearguard attacks, if you have a Vanguard with Dudley in its card name, that rearguard gets power plus 5,000 until end of that battle, and at the end of that battle, put that rearguard on the bottom of your deck. So according to me, the second skill is much more effective because without any cost you have to pay, you get an extra attack. That unit gets power plus 5k, and after end of that battle you have to put that rear guard again on the bottom of your deck, so that rear guard or that unit goes into your deck again, so you can reuse it. So the second skill is better than the first skill according to me because it's free of cost and you get an extra attack, and but it will be obviously better when we use the Dudley Emperor reverse, which we will get from the clan collection 3 and 4. So we will be waiting for that, and we will obviously modify this deck after getting that card. So stay tuned to the channel for that deck list. So the next support Dudley grade 3 are 4 copies of Demonic Lord Dudley Lucifer. So its skill is quite known to everybody till now, but here are the skills. Auto on rearguard circle. When placed by your card's ability, cost Soul Blast 1 and counter charge 1. So basically when you call this card to your rearguard circle using another card's ability, you have to Soul Blast 1 and counter charge 1. So that's good because you can directly Soul Charge 1, but it obviously costs you a Soul Blast. So that can be a difficulty in some times, but we have some cards which counter charge like very easily, so you can use that card instead of this card. And its second skill, Auto on Vanguard Circle. When it attacks, cost counter blast 1 and put a rear guard into your soul. Draw a card, call up to 1 card with Dudley in its card name from a hand to rear guard circle, and if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, that unit gets power plus 10,000 until end of that turn. So the same thing like multi-attacking. When it attacks, you have to counter blast 1 and put a rear guard into your soul, and you have to draw a card and call a Dudley card from a hand, and if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, that called unit will get power plus 10,000 until end of that turn. So it obviously supports the playstyle that Dudley Emperor makes. It's better to run 4 copies of this, or you can either make it 3. And for the last grade 3s, we are having 2 copies of Frontline Command Sigiswald. So I'm using this card because this card on the rearguard circle do quite a lot of things on its own. So its skill, Auto on rearguard circle. At the beginning of your main phase, cost put this unit into your soul, put a card from a drop zone on the bottom of your deck, draw a card and counter charge 1. So you don't need to pay any cost, you just place this card on the rear guard at the beginning of your main phase. You have to put this unit into your soul, so you have soul charge 1 and put a card from a drop zone on the bottom of your deck, so you can put any copy of your card back into your deck, so that is very helpful. And then you draw a card, so hand plus 1 and then counter charge 1, so again another plus. So according to me, you need to run this card in any Spike Brother deck that is lot of drawing or lot of counter blasting. So because of that reason, without any cost, it do quite a lot of things, so I'm running 2 copies of it. So we are having total 13 grade 2s. So the first grade 2s are 3 copies of Dudley Mason. So its skill, Auto on rearguard circle. When this unit attack hits, if you have a Vanguard with Dudley in its card name, cost counter blast 1 and put this unit on the bottom of your deck. Choose up to 1 non-grade 2 card with Dudley in its card name from your hand and call it to rear guard circle. So again, multi-attacking. Obviously this deck is all about multi-attacking and calling units again and again with Dudley in its card name. So when this unit attack hits, so that's the only condition that you have to fulfill, that the unit's attack should hit the Vanguard or any other unit that you attack. And if you have a Vanguard with Dudley in its card name, you just need to counter blast 1 and put this unit on the bottom of your deck, and then you have to call a non-grade 2 card with Dudley in its card name from your hand to the rearguard circle. So it can be either grade 3, it can be either grade 1. So that's a good thing. And its second skill, auto. When this unit is put into your deck from your rearguard during your turn, choose one of your units and move all force markers from your circle to the circle that unit is on. So obviously using the first skill, you can obviously use the second skill. So when this unit is put back into your deck from the rearguard circle, so you can choose one of your units and you can move all the force markers to that unit, and obviously that power gain from the force markers will help that unit in attacking the vanguard or rearguard or any unit that you want. So the next grade 2s are 3 copies of Diabolic middle guard. So it's up to you that you run this card or you like to run any other grade 2 which you think is more powerful or more effective. So that's up to you, but I think I should run this card because it gives quite a better defensive power to the deck, because the Dudley series concentrates on multi-attack and aggressive play, so it somehow lacks the defensive power. So I am running 3 copies of it, and its skill is continuous on guardian circle. This unit gets shield plus 10 during that battle that your grade 3 vanguard was attacked. So obviously when your Lucifer or Dudley Emperor gets attacked, you guard with this card, so it's basically base 5k shield, but due to its skill it will get 15k shield. That's equivalent to a trigger unit shield, so that's good for the defensive power, but obviously it's up to you. You can change the card according to your choice. So the next grade 2s are 3 copies of Adam's Sperm Rona. So this unit was basically made for supporting any grade 3 because of its skill. Auto on vanguard or rearguard circle. When paged, counterblast 1, search your deck for up to 1 grade 3, call it to rearguard and then shuffle your deck. And its second skill, continuous on rearguard circle. If you have a grade 3 unit in the same column as this unit gets boost. So if you have a grade 3 in the front row and you have Rona on the back row of that the same column, this unit, in spite of having intercept and grade 2, can boost that grade 3 unit. So this will be a sweet power bonus, and this will obviously support the mechanism for the boost, and you can obviously have less count for grade 1s. And the last grade 2s are 4 copies of Dudley Davie. So I suggest that you write this card for your grade 2 vanguard, and its skill, auto on vanguard or rearguard circle. When placed, counterblast 1, search your deck for up to 1 non-grade 2 card with Dudley in its card name, call it to rearguard and shuffle your deck. So the same skill like the Rona, but it's basically Dudley centric. So when placed, you need to counterblast 1 and search your deck for up to non-grade 2 Dudley card and call it to rearguard and shuffle your deck. And its second skill, auto on rearguard circle. Once per turn, when a force marker is put on this unit circle, you may soul charge 1. So that's easy soul charging and you get a force marker on this unit though. So obviously power creep. So we are having 10 copies of grade 1, and the first one are 2 copies of Dudley Daisy. So its skill, auto. When this unit is placed on rearguard circle by the ability of a card with Dudley in its card name, cost Soul Blast 1, search your deck for up to 1 grade 3 card with Dudley in its card name, call it to an open rearguard circle and shuffle your deck. At the end of that turn, put that called unit and this unit on the bottom of the deck in any order. So when it is placed on rearguard circle and it is called by an ability from the Dudley, you just need to Soul Blast 1 and search a deck for 1 grade 3 card with Dudley in its card name and call it to open rearguard circle and shuffle your deck. And at the end of that turn, you need to put this unit and the called unit back to the bottom of your deck in any order. So some of you might think that why 2, but I think I don't need more than 2 of this card. So obviously you can bump up the number of this card. The next grade 1s are 3 copies of Dudley William. So its skill, auto on rearguard circle. At the end of that battle, it boosted. Cost, put this unit into your soul. So soul charge 1. Choose one of your units. Move all of the force marker on your circles to that unit circle. So the shifting of force markers is quite easy with this card. So I suggest that you use Dudley William for the replacement of the force marker. That will be better. And its second skill, auto. When rode upon, you may call this card to rearguard circle. So that's rearguard plus 1 without any cost. So good. The next grade 1 are 3 copies of Acrobat Wordy. So this is our grade 3 searcher. So its skill, continuous on vanguard or rearguard circle. If a rearguard was called by your card's ability this turn, this unit gets power plus 5000. And its second skill, auto on vanguard or rearguard circle. When placed from hand, look at 5 cards from the top of your deck. Reveal up to 1 grade 3 from among them. Put it into your hand, shuffle your deck, and if you put a card, then discard a card from your hand. So search your Lucifer or Dudley Emperor. So the last grade ones are 2 copies of Ambush Dexter. So I think this card is very good up until now. And its skill auto on Vanguard Circle when placed. Cost discard a card from your hand and draw a card. So replace any unit that you want. So you can get a desired unit or it's upon your luck. And its second skill auto on Rearguard Circle when placed. Cost Count Blast 1. Put a grade 2 or greater rearguard into your soul. Search your deck for up to 2 cards with the same grade as the card put into your soul for this cost. Call them to Rearguard Circle and shuffle your deck. So you are not getting only one rear guard but two rear guards. So you can have two attackers in a front row, or you can have an attacker and a booster in the same column. So that's very good for the Dudley playstyle. So for the starter I am using Running Sniper. So obviously the same skill. When rolled upon, draw a card, and if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 1 or greater, you put a quick shield into your hand. Now for the trigger lineups, I am using 8 criticals, 4 draw pieces and 4 heals. And for the heals, I am using 2 generic, the normal heal triggers and 2 heal guardians, because I don't think like we need all the 4 heal guardians. It's basically early aggression, because when your opponent is grade 1 or grade 2, you can use this card, but after grade 3 this card becomes quite useless and it have 5k less shield. So I think running this card 2 copies and then 2 copies of the normal heal trigger will be better for the deck. So this was it for today's video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and if so, please tell me in the comment section if you like this video or not, or what are the modifications that you will make to this deck. And it's my own perspective, my own like choice of cards. It can differ from yours, so I humbly appreciate your thought or any modification that you will suggest. And I hope to see you in the next video, because I'm going to cover a lot of clan collection reveals and other deck profiles from the clan collection. So stay tuned to the channel, and if so, please subscribe to the channel and like the video and share it to your friends, because new content is coming very soon. So I hope to see you again, and with this, Perky Percival signs off.